Hey guys, Leburn98 back again with another video, and I'm gonna try to go through this really quickly because the Leafs are playing right now, and I'm actually doing the video first. So there you go. I'm sacrificing something I enjoy, or hopefully enjoy if the Leafs are actually winning, in favor of doing a video for you guys. So let's get on to this. This is, of course, going to be, as the title suggests, the Black Friday haul, or whatever you want to call it. So, anyways, I will move this right over here, because that's not even part of it. Alright, so, in the last video, I did a Christmas video, showing my Christmas collection or whatever, and I mentioned 3 films that are part of that video, that were also Black Friday deals. The first one is Scrooged. I'm not going to go into detail, because I already did that in the last video. Next up, we have Fred Claus, again. Last video, it won't go into detail. Got it for $5. This was Amazon, I want to say. The last one, Scrooge, was Cineplex. And then we have the Polar Express. That was Amazon too, I believe. Regardless, I think the only 3 places I actually went to were Amazon, Best Buy, and then Future Shop. Or, no, Amazon and Best Buy, I think. Alright, and of course Cineplex. Speaking about Cineplex, is Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I know this wasn't released at the time, but I did buy this as part of a Black Friday deal. Cineplex at the time had a buy anything over $29.99 or more, and you get 2 free movie tickets, and I think that was it for that deal. They had multiple deals throughout. Just recently, a little heads up, I actually bought the Ninja Turtles, the newest film. It was $31.99, which is a lot more than Best Buy and Future Shop and Walmart all want, which I think is like $24. But they have a deal where you get the same deal, 2 free movie tickets, plus you get 1,000 points or 1,000 scene points, which is basically another free movie ticket, which you can actually use towards IMAX. And since I am going to see, movies like Jurassic World, the new James Bond film, Star Wars, and so on, I think it's definitely worth it to stockpile on those. And in the end, even though I spent a little more than I wanted to for Ninja Turtles, in the end, it's actually a better deal for me, because I am going to go see those movies I just mentioned. So anyways, here's actually the rest of the Black Friday deals here. We have The Cruise, I think $10, don't quote me on that. This was for sure Amazon. Never actually watched the film though, and I've been wanting to for a while, because I heard it's actually not too bad of a film. I think I'm just going to put these all here. Film I have seen and bought it fairly cheaply. I think I paid $5 for it at Best Buy. It's The Frighteners. And it's one of Michael J. Fox's last films where he actually appeared in it. I mean, sure, he did Stuart Little afterwards, I believe, but this is probably one of his last films. And a really interesting film. It's actually done by Peter Jackson, who is more popularly known for the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit films. But before that, he was really into making horror films and stuff, and this is one of those films. This is, I believe, one of the first times that Weta really worked on, CG for a film, and it shows a lot of their quality in this film. It's interesting to see how kind of CG kind of went from like the days of Jurassic Park and films like this when The Frighteners, and then going into like Lord of the Rings and so on. A really interesting film. And by the way, if you're not too familiar with this, basically Michael J. Fox plays a kind of like a ghost hunter, exorcist kind of dude, where he basically goes into houses. People call him up because they have ghosts or whatever in their house. He goes and vanquishes them or whatever. But in reality, he is a scam artist, because he's actually friends with the ghosts. He can communicate with the ghost world, and these ghosts actually enjoy haunting these people, and in turn, he makes a quick buck on these people. Interesting take on the ghosts. The ghost genre of film. Next up is RoboCop. This is obviously the remake, not the original. Never actually watched it yet, and I've heard mixed reactions. One of the biggest complaints people have with it is the fact that it's not an R-rated film. Personally, that doesn't bother me. If the film still kick-ass, it's going to be kick-ass regardless. I'm interested to see it. I do like Michael Keaton. I do like Sam Jackson, and I do like stuff blowing up. So hopefully there's some all that in this film. At least it checks off 2 check boxes. Another thing that's awesome with blowing up and stuff, although I haven't actually seen it yet, I'm just going by what people have told me. This is, I always get this mixed up. What is it? Edge of Tomorrow. I always want to call this film Edge of Darkness, which was the Mel Gibson film, I believe. They actually ended up calling it Live, Die, Repeat for the home release. I don't really know why, but I guess it kind of makes the cover look cool. A lot of these are slipcovers, actually, especially a lot of newer films. You see slipcover. And heard it's a really good film, and I want to check it out. And actually, I think after the game tonight, while these are rendering, I'm going to watch this tonight. So, A Million Ways to Die in the West. I heard mixed reactions on this one. Although at the end of the day, I think if you're a Seth MacFarlane fan, you probably enjoy it. At least that's what I've been told. So, I do like his sense of humor. I do like Family Guy. I love Ted. So I'm hoping that at least be somewhat entertained by this film. I only paid $14 for it. For a new release is not too bad. Again, slipcover. Lots of slipcovers. Well, we have a sequel already out now for this film. This is the original, of course, Dumb and Dumber. I've seen this quite a few times on VHS. I think I've actually owned it on VHS. I might even still have it here somewhere. But I've never actually owned it on any disc media. So here we go. I bought it for on Blu-ray for, I believe, $4.99, which wasn't too shabby. And I think it actually has some commentary on it, which I do like, and a documentary and all that stuff. But yeah, really enjoy that film. I hope the sequel. Again, mixed bag on the sequel, I heard. Like, some people say it's really true to the original, really stupid, silly, and some people complain that it's stupid and silly, and that's... So, who do you believe, when it comes to these things? This was not a film, it's actually a TV series. I finally want to get it on Blu-ray, even though I do have a copy of it, or rather, like, I think MP4s of it on my hard drive right now. I wanted to get the actual retail copy. Firefly. And great series. I do want to get the film that comes after this called Serenity, which I will probably pick up. You can pick it up fairly cheap, so I'm sure I'll be able to find it, no problem. Yeah, really entertaining, albeit short-lived. Typical Fox liking to destroy anything that isn't The Simpsons. I'm surprised Family Guy actually came back. They brought back Futurama for a bit, and then it died, and now it's back again or something. I don't know, but typical Fox. I don't honestly know why people... I mean, it's a bit of a rant here. I'm trying to hurry up. But I honestly don't know why Fox even... Like, why people go to Fox. You must be seriously desperate to go to Fox for your TV show. Because how many TV shows honestly have survived the wrath that is Fox television? Very few. Alright, so I have Dumb and Dumber, and I saw this one too, and I really enjoy it. It's obviously a Jim Carrey film. We have The Mask. Again, like Home Alone, this is really the only Mask film that I really consider a Mask film. I didn't really like that other one that I kind of had a partial memory erasing or whatever for. But The Mask, the original Mask by Jim Carrey, a really funny film. I know a lot of people didn't like it, including my aunt. And originally, for a long time, this is back in the VHS days, we didn't see it because we trusted her when it came to reviews. Finally, I did see it on TV, and I really enjoyed it, and my father enjoyed it, and everyone enjoyed it. So from that point on, I basically decided that, when it comes to movies, I'm going to trust myself to watch it, rent it or whatever first before I make a final judgment. And yeah, really entertaining film. I heard rumor that Jim Carrey, after doing Dumb and Dumber 2, was considering doing another Mask film. Hopefully that happens, because then we can completely forget the last one. Another set of films that are really polarizing. I say that in a few different ways. First, I guess I can show you first. Transformers Age of Extinction. This is just a regular edition. They do have a 3D edition, which I did not buy, as I do not have a 3D TV. It is embossed, pretty cool little cover. I think it's the same underneath, yes. Kind of a lazy way of doing things, I guess. I'm not really a big fan of slipcovers, but I do like when they kind of do different things on both covers. A polarizing franchise, Transformers is. Biggest reason, I think, is like, how do I say that? I guess, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not really a huge Transformers fan. Growing up as a kid, I wasn't really into Transformers. I was more into Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, things like that. I kind of guess I missed the Transformers bandwagon or train or whatever you want to call it. But you really do see a lot of hate for these films, and yet it still makes billions of dollars, so I don't know who to believe. I know I enjoy them for what they are, which is basically just eye candy for both your eyes and your ears. And as far as the story is concerned, I really could care less as long as robots are destroying shit, and that's what they do in these films. So there we go. I actually don't own the trilogy that came out before this. I do want to get it, though, and it's usually fairly cheap, so I'm not too much of a hurry to get it. And I'm kind of hoping that with the new film that they're talking about releasing comes out, that they'll re-release the old ones with maybe new features or at least movie money or whatever. Anyways, I'm talking about The Bourne Legacy. This is with, what's his name in it? Jeremy Renner. I really enjoy him as an actor. As far as this film, I've never actually seen it. I've, again, heard mixed reactions to this one. I think a lot of it's probably because Matt Damon isn't in the lead role in this, and although he is mentioned a few times in the film. But yeah, I want to check this out, and I got it for $10, so why not check it out? At that point, $10 at that point, I mean, I don't have a Redbox or anything around here, so the best thing I can do is either download it, rent it on like PSN or whatever, hope that comes on Netflix, or go to the store and rent it for $5-6. So I don't really have a lot of options, really, for stuff like that. And at the end of the day, $4 more, I might as well own it. If I don't like it, I can always sell it. So another film I don't really enjoy, but I want to get it because I'm an idiot and I have OCD, and I like to collect everything that's part of that franchise, regardless of how crap it is. A good day to Die Hard. Or a good day to crap on a franchise, whatever you want to call it. Okay, to be fair, there is some bits in the film I don't mind. I did see this in the theater. Actually, Tyson, aka Black85, got the tickets for free. We decided to check it out, and there was only like one theater at the time that had it, so we had to travel like an hour away to see it. But I don't know really what to say about this other than I would skip it personally, but there's a few little, I guess, whatever. Next up, we have... this is funny. By the way, this is Sleeping Beauty. And the reason why it's funny is because I simply bought this because Buyaka, who's collecting pretty much all Disney films, picked up this one when it was at a print for 40-some or $50 plus tax and shipping. I think it ended up being like $80. Which, if you're a collector, you tend to do stupid shit like that. And then, shortly after, they said they were going to release the Diamond Edition. Now, to be fair, it doesn't include all the extra features that the previous edition had. But the core film, the film itself, is, I believe it's the same print, like the same transfer. And it has most of the key special features that you would want for these films. But yeah, I basically bought it more as a joke than anything else. I'm not a huge collector of Disney films, so I don't really care if I have every single one. I do have some. I have like The Lion King and Monster, like a lot of the Pixar films and Dumbo and things like that. But I'm not a huge fan of Disney films, so don't really have a need to pay a lot of money. But for this one, I did it more as a joke. I got it for, I think, $13 on Amazon, which, and by the way, all these are Canadian because I am Canadian, which is good for me, $13. And yeah, bought it as a joke. But I'm sure it's a great film. Honestly, I don't think I've really seen Sleeping Beauty in its entirety. So I guess it'll be a good time to check it out now that I own it. Another film I haven't seen, but I kept hearing good things, and it's director George Lucas. I believe it's his first film, or at least his first big film before Star Wars, is American Graffiti. And it has Richard Dreyfuss, I believe, in this. Yes, Richard Dreyfuss, and a few other guys. I don't really know too much here. And it's actually produced by Francis Ford Coppola, who went on to do The Godfather. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, American Graffiti, haven't watched it. I hear good things about it. I believe it's a comedy. But other than that, I don't really know. But I there's certain films I don't really know a ton about, and I prefer it that way. So when I go into it, it is a new experience for me. And I did that a lot, especially with the Scream Factory releases that I got for really cheap a while back. Going through those is really neat time. And a lot of these are, get them cheap, why not? That is the quintessential blind buy for me, where I don't really know much about it, other than maybe I'll like it, and it has a neat little history to it, being that it's George Lucas's first film, or one of his first big films. So next up, we have the 4-pack of the Jack Ryan collection. I do have Shadow Recruit, which has, what's his name in it? The guy who did the new Star Trek. I'm going blank right now. I'll put it up on screen now. Boom, there it is. And these are the other 4 films in the collection here. We have, actually that's not even in order, probably. I don't know, we'll pretend it's in order. It's not, though. The Sum of All Fears, this is Ben Affleck, and Morgan Freeman was in this one. I think I've actually seen this one, and I don't remember a ton of it, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The Clear and Present Danger. Harrison Ford actually did 2 of these as Jack Ryan. That's one of them. Second one he did was Patriot Games. I've heard of this one, never actually seen it. But I've always remembered the cover, so finally be able to watch these, though. And I like these type of spy thriller kind of things. So, and then we have Sean Connery, The Hunt for Red October. I think I've seen this one. I remember brief scenes in this one. I remember hearing that the sub scene near the end is really crap effects. But other than that, I don't remember a ton of it. But yeah. Finally, we have 22 Jump Street. Now, if you're a fan of 21 Jump Street, then you're absolutely going to love this film. Because this thing is... I was very surprised. Like, it is a lot better than the first one, and I love the first one. And I don't know. It's just like they hit everything, right on. And everything is just... It's bigger, better. A lot of times with films, they go bigger, but they're not necessarily better. But in this case, they are. And the jokes hit it for the most part. Again, these two are just like, they're very good chemistry together. Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. Another film I've been wanting to see, I actually owned the first one, was The Purge. And it took me a while to finally watch it. I bought it, I think really cheaply, along with some other movies. It's kind of like a throw-in. I never really got to it. Finally one night I decided to watch it, and I loved it so much that I went out and bought the sequel on Black Friday. This is the Purge Anarchy. And I love this one even more. It has a lot more action in it. It's not as... The first one was kind of considered like a horror film, like a house invasion horror film. Where this one is just more action. But I enjoy this film. I enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed this one even more. The last film I kind of did that with was Taken, where it took me a while. I bought Taken on DVD. I sold it, bought Taken again on Blu-ray for really cheap, and finally said, what the hell, I'm going to watch it. I've had it in my collections for so long in various formats, I might as well watch it. Really loved it, and then bought Taken 2, and I liked it. Although it wasn't as good as the first one. So anyways, that's it for the movies. However, I did buy games. Now, I'm not going to go through my Steam games that I bought. And I bought some from Steam, GOG, or Good Old Games. And even some from the Humble Bundle. I can't remember everything. I know I bought some crap games like Alien Colonial Marines for $2.99. I think I bought Goat Simulator, and I bought South Park: The Stick of Truth. I've been wanting for so long. I finally bought it. I got it for I think $13 or something, which was a good deal, and a whole bunch of other ones. I think I must have expanded my collection by almost double between all 3 of these things. But anyways, the first thing you see that I actually am going to show you is right here. You can see it right there. I did buy right here, Andrew. I did buy the Assassin's Creed bundle of Xbox One, I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I actually plan to sell those, and in fact today I think I might actually trade Unity for Rise, Son of Rome, as that'll probably be a game I'm more into than Assassin's Creed. But for the bundle, I couldn't really go wrong. And one of the games I got with that, and that wasn't, by the way, I got this on the Microsoft Store from them directly. So I got the bundle, which was $3.49. And then I also got a free game, Halo the Master Chief Collection. So this is really what I really wanted. I didn't care about the bundle so much. And problem with this right now is that the game is still buggy as shit. Not so much from the campaign. The campaign's working well for me. I have no problems with it. I've been playing. I played through the first one in its entirety. I started the fourth one since I've never actually played that one before, and I'm probably about a quarter of the way through that one. And so far, I've had no issues with either of those campaigns. But the online, oh my god, the online is so broken, especially when it comes to the matchmaking. Now, I do know that they will get this fixed and patched at some point, but it's really, really starting to irritate me waiting 10, 15, sometimes a half an hour or more to get into one match. And if you're at all familiar with Halo, you know it's not like Call of Duty where once you get into a lobby, you're there for pretty much forever until you get booted out. No, with Halo, they basically, you play a match, you get back out, you wait for the matchmaking, you get into another match, you're done, go back to the screen, you matchmake, back and forth. And it's really annoying, especially when you have to wait as long as you do to get the matchmaking to work on this thing. And hopefully, although I haven't played it for like a week, so maybe it's fixed now, I don't know. But yeah, really disappointed as far as the matchmaking is concerned, because let's face it, Halo, yes, the single players, the campaigns are pretty cool. I do like how they have all four of them together into one package on this, and you can play with all four with your friends. That's all cool, but the online is really what you come to these things for, and it's still broken to this day. And it's not my connection. I have pretty much every system. Well, I have every system this gen. I have the Wii U, the Xbox One right now. I have the PlayStation 4, obviously, and I've played Call of Duty Advanced Warfare recently. I played Battlefield 4 on both Xbox One as well as PS4. I've played Plants vs. Zombies on Xbox One and PS4 recently. To compare, between the two, because I also got EA access to that, which was actually a pretty good deal. I'm very surprised. And I've never had any of the problems. NHL 15, all those games I've played. The Crew I just got recently, although that wasn't a Black Friday deal. Anyways, I'm getting off track. All those games I've played online recently, no issues at all. Even Titanfall on PC, which is one of the Black Friday deals, by the way. I did that, no problems. So, I don't know. Microsoft definitely has to get their shit together. I mean, some games you could kind of forgive if it's a first time through, or whatever. But when it's your number one title, when it is the Master Chief Collection, you better make sure that crap works, because it is obviously going to be one of its system sellers this year, and it was probably, but they better have it fixed, especially by Christmas time, because when people start opening that up and it's running like crap, like it takes like an hour almost sometimes to okay, I'm exaggerating there, but if it takes like what seems like an hour, then yeah, people are going to get pissed off with their purchases, and then they're going to kind of, how do I say it? Like, this game can reflect on that there, the Xbox One. And it's too bad, because there's other games I do want to get. I hear, and they're great. I hear no problems with those, like Sunset Overdrive and even Dead Rising 3 and so on. Forza 5 I hear works good. I hear Forza Horizon 2 works good. So, but unfortunately, if this is your first game for the Xbox, as it is for mine, it kind of gives you a sour taste. As your first experience on the Xbox One. But hopefully they get it fixed. I do have faith in Microsoft when it comes to their Halo franchise. So I'm pretty sure they'll get it fixed up, but hopefully it's soon. Because at that point, I mean, other games are coming out, I'm probably going to forget about that game. Another game, this time it's on the PlayStation 4 I bought, was MLB The Show 14, or MLB 14 The Show, whatever, yeah. That's what it is. MLB 14 The Show, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a huge baseball fan, but every now and then I do like to play a baseball video game. I follow the Blue Jays as a casual fan. I'm not a huge, I don't know like every single player that plays baseball, like I do hockey, for instance, but I'm a casual fan, and just like I am a casual fan of real baseball, I am also a casual fan of video game baseball. And while I won't pay $60 for the game, the fact that this was 15, I figure why not? 15, factory sealed, nothing wrong with it. Game looks gorgeous. really, and I kind of stress that enough, really slow load times. But other than that, it's a pretty kick-ass baseball game. And, these guys do a really good job of baseball, so there we go. So anyways, quite a bit of content that I went through there. I may have missed one or two that I've since put in the collection, but that is pretty much it. Recently, I also got, like I said, I got The Crew, although it wasn't a Black Friday sale. I also got, you can see it right there, actually, Captain Toad. Never played it yet. I got Smash Brothers Wii U. Never played it yet because I've been getting so many games because I pre-ordered them through the E3 sale that I just don't have nothing to. I have no time to play any of them right now. I'm still playing, for Christ's sakes. I'm still playing Far Cry 4 and Call of Duty, and even today I still play NHL 15. Which by the way I plan to do some videos for that. But anyways, that's it yet. I gotta get to the Leafs. The Leafs are on. They're probably losing right now, but I gotta see it for myself. Anyways, take care, guys. This is Leburn98. See ya. Bye.